At 5 p.m. in Warsaw, the traditional alarm siren was sounded. This is a signal for the inhabitants of the capital to stop for a moment to pay silent tribute to the insurgents who, at W hour, began their unequal struggle with the occupying German forces.
Powstańcy warszawscy byli.
The Warsaw insurgents were the bravest soldiers in the history of the Polish nation, soldiers who preserved the value of freedom, who fought fearlessly to the very end.
Przechowali wartość wolności.
Today's anniversary celebrations take place in the capital from morning. Wreaths were laid in Warsaw's Wola district and candles were lit to commemorate the civilian victims of the uprising.
78 lat temu
78 years ago, there was a planned extermination of the inhabitants of the capital, people who lived here in the immediate vicinity. It is difficult to imagine today, but these monuments scattered here among the nearest streets in this district of today's Wola mark the places of the murdered, but in fact, in some sense, also the burial of thousands of Warsaw residents.
wśród najbliższych ulic.
Before noon, President Duda opened the exhibition Warsaw Mariupol, City of Ruins, City of Struggle, City of Hope.
Kiedy toczyły się tutaj walki,
When the fighting took place here, and when the German occupier was ruthlessly murdering Polish civilians of the capital, and unfortunately, Russian aggression against Ukraine is similarly ruthless today.
niestety podobnie bezwzględna.
Both German totalitarianism and contemporary Russian imperialism are the same evil, which in the name of sick ideologies goes as far as genocide, extermination and exceptional barbarism.
Powstanie warszawskie było
The Warsaw Uprising was another installment in the fight between good and evil. Led by Poles, the free world lacked courage. There was insufficient aid given to the fighting Warsaw.
Zabrakło wystarczającej pomocy udzielonej walczącej Warszawie.
The Minister of Culture, PIOTR GLISKI, commemorated the 63 employees of Elektrownia Powiśla who managed to take control of the plant. This allowed the maintenance of electricity supplies to the fighting Warsaw. Without memory and identity, without this kind of community thinking about the professional group of power engineers, who were also able to defend Poland with a gun in their hands, there will probably not be any of your professional successes. And so our security, the security of the Polish national community, would certainly be weakened. After W hour, members of the Gazeta Polska Club sang uprising songs at the Powązki Cemetery as every year. However, after 5 p.m., the ceremonial march of the uprising started along the streets of Warsaw. The organisation of this year's march left something to be desired because of the resistance from the capital's authorities. This is a tribute to all those who died 78 years ago during the Warsaw Uprising, who fought for an independent Poland. It is also a certain historical lesson, a history lesson for all of us, and what dangers await us and what we may have to face in the future. Prime Minister MATEUSZ MORAWIECKI laid flowers at the Warsaw Insurgent Cemetery in front of the fallen, undefeated monument, and at 8:30 p.m. on Pilsudski Square, everyone was able to take part, actively or passively, in the concert Unforbidden Songs, which was broadcast on television.